Hi guys, welcome back to Marvel Contest of Champions, and today I'm going to be looking at the footage and also the information that we gathered from the red carpet event for Doctor Strange. This is the film we've all been waiting for, featuring Benedict Cumberbatch as the lead role, Markuson, I can't say his name properly, as the villain, Baron Mordo is in it. It's going to be a really great film, but I think we need to address some of the things that we now know about the upcoming event from Doctor Strange and also the new characters that are coming into the game. So I'm going to play some of the footage and then pause it at certain points and then discuss it.
So our broadcast today is sponsored by Marvel Contest of Champions from Kabam.
I had to stop it right there because they're saying about the promotion by Kabam. This is really good, and I really like what Kabam are doing at the moment with regards to the outward promotion, doing stuff and work with comic book conventions, with conventions in general, gaming conventions, and sponsoring movies.
It's a mobile game, and you've played this quite a bit, right?
I have. It's a mobile game for Android and Apple devices, and it's sort of a fighting game. But what's really cool about a
Cheeky look to camera. It's a fighting game.
lot of our Marvel games, and specifically Marvel Contest of Champions, is we have special in-game content that coincides with the film release, and we also have it for Marvel Studios' Doctor Strange.
Excellent. So that probably means that there's a new quest this time around, yeah?
There's a new quest.
There is. There's going to be the Sorcerer's Conclave quest, where
The Sorcerer's Conflict Quest. Now this is interesting because when we did the build up to this, I obviously did that video with the Eye of Agamotto. We talked about the idea of them all kind of competing for the title of Sorcerer Supreme, and this kind of great conflict that may happen with it. It's hard to really say Baron Mordo's fate. Is he going to be a heel or a face? I really don't know, so it's going to be really interesting.
Strange comes to you and he entreats you that they need more mystical heroes to take on a great foe and to find Guillotine.
So, mystical heroes coming together to try and find Guillotine. That's a very, very interesting kind of concept. So, Guillotine has been taken, and mystical foe... Who would be the main mystical foe? Would Dr. VOODOO be more of a heel type character and be the one that has taken her? Maybe she possesses the Eye of Agamotto, and as a result they're all trying to get it. It's really hard to say, but I really do like this aspect to it. Obviously mystical characters is greatly needed within the game, apart from text, but obviously mystical characters really needed in the game.
So you can imagine it will be fun. Yeah.
Well, I really like the idea of having Doctor Strange in my pocket, but we also have, as Lorraine said, a couple new characters like Dr. VOODOO.
That's right. We have Jericho Drum, who's a hate.
So, yeah, Dr. VOODOO, first things first, yeah, regeneration. The character gets regeneration, which obviously you can see in that direction up there, which is going to be very interesting indeed. Will the character have a similar thing with, because of the generation, obviously we didn't see where it started, did the character get it by means of, I don't know, similar to Scarlet Witch, where every time she hits a crit, obviously she gets it. It's really hard to say from this point of view, so hopefully we get some more information going forward. Obviously we just maybe have to wait till next week.
Voodoo Doctor, and something that's very cool about the...
So the character, I don't know if you noticed this, obviously characters just picked up an effect, a detrimental effect, which is, if you see up there, the character Karnak has just received a detrimental effect. It's a skull and crossbones in yellow. So this could be one of the many new abilities that are coming into the game, or coming on for this character, which again, very exciting. New abilities, new debuffs, new detrimental effects, new things which I have to complain about to be immune in some later date.
Character is that he has that magical give and take, and so what he actually is able to do, his special ability, is he can steal buffs from the other character, use them against...
Right, okay, well that's interesting, because that stackable yellow, whatever it was with the skull, then went into a 2 stackable spirit venom. So whatever this is for the character of Dr. VOODOO, it's like Power Sting. Okay, it's like Power Sting, because you hit in Power Sting, it then has a cycle and then goes into a stun. Or if the opponent decides to do a special, it then gets damage from the detrimental effect. So this could be similar to that, similar to Power Sting, to really give you an idea, potentially. It does look like it is.
against him and deal damage so that they can't use them against you, which is very fun.
Luckily, he's not the only new character. You also have Mordo.
That's right. He's the Marvel Cinematic Universe of Mordo, so he might look a little similar to Chiwetel Ejiofor in the film. And he also studied underneath the Ancient One, as did Doctor Strange, so they'll have some similarities.
I really like the specials. The specials for these new characters coming in look just really well done. I really would, you know, well done, Kabam. Degeneration, it's good to see new characters doing that as opposed to say us getting it, and I wonder then if those characters will have any kind of degeneration immunity. Really hard to tell.
But some definite differences as well.
And speaking of Doctor Strange, he of course is already in the game. We get to see him battle
Obviously,
Loki,
yeah,
right?
we know Doctor Strange.
Yes, that's right. He is getting a little
These
mischievous.
ladies are loving it.
There will be
They're loving the Marvel
foes
Contest
in
of
there.
Champions.
Also, you've seen Karnak and Moon Knight, and now Loki. So
Ladies, you love it. You can't get enough of it.
A lot of mischievous fun.
I'm always up for mischief. We want to say thanks again
always up
to
for
Marvel
mischief.
Contest of Champions from Kabam for sponsoring this broadcast. Thank you, guys.
Yeah. And be sure to check it out on your mobile
There's an
device on
uncomfortable
the App
shrug.
Store and Google Play, where
Wait
it
for
is
it.
free to download.
Yay, free.
Wait for it. She'll look back. Uncomfortable shrug. Right, this is the interesting part. Now, I'll go on to the interface in another video because I'm going to use it within a future video. Right, so this is Mordo, or Baron Mordo. I think they're just going with Mordo. He won't be Baron Mordo, which means that he probably won't be. I'll put my hand up and say I'm pretty certain he is going to be a face character. So Mirror Realm, Degeneration, and Soul Barb, and Mystical Barrier. So maybe Mystical Barrier is something to do with regards to resistance to mystical powers in some sort of way. Degeneration obviously is just going to be standard Degeneration. We've seen it. Soul Barb, hard to say as well, unless it's going to be something similar to Dr. Mordo's Spirit Venom in any kind of way. When you say barb, you're thinking of like a barbed wire, a barb from a stingray. It's again really hard to say, but barb usually is kind of like a negative effect on something, so look out for that. Mirror Realm is hard to say what that could be. It's got a sword, so it could be something to do with applying strength, fury type element to it, but it's really hard to say. Be interesting to see who his synergy team, or like a synergy team built up with. Doctor Strange obviously is going to be one, maybe Guillotine based on the event in question, and one applicable to comic book history. Dr. VOODOO is one I think I'm going to be really excited to push for. I think I'm going to be spending some units on trying to win him out of crystals. Power Burn, Power Steel, that's going to be very decent. I think he's going to be applying a lot of detrimental effects onto things, so that's pretty cool. We've seen Spirit Venom. It's like application similar to Power Sting in that it goes onto the enemy character, it then cycles through, or it's then applied in some sort of way, and then boom, there we go. It's detrimental effect by taking damage, similar to different things like Degeneration itself. It's going to be a very interesting ability. People are going to ask, what is Brother Daniel as a signature ability? Well, to give you an idea, Brother Daniel is the spirit within Dr. VOODOO. It's his brother, and more than likely, because he used to tap into this power of immense strength, this could be an ability that increases. It could, any wonder of possibilities of what it could do. It could increase fury. It could increase his attack. It could increase his crit. It could be something completely unrelated that's a detrimental effect to the enemy. It could be a debuff. It could be some. Basically, it would mean that whatever effect it did, this character would tap into some force and power, which is going to be uncomparable to many other characters in a very mystical sense. So this could be really exciting going forward. I'm really stoked for this character. I love the way he levitates. I think that again is fantastic. And what type of a role he'll play in the upcoming event, I still think that he is going to be a heel. His specials are they're so amazing. It's so cool. It's like these mystical poisony type forces are at play, and it's just so refreshing to see a character that's been really well worked on and have this great mystical presence. So all in all, I'm really excited for this upcoming event. The new characters coming in are going to be amazing, and obviously you've been a little bit more filled in with those minute little details on certain aspects of Brother Voodoo, Dr. Voodoo, whatever you want to call him. And hopefully it's giving you a bit more insight. Hope you enjoyed this video. I've been RichTheMan. Please like and subscribe. Subscribe in particular for more content about this game and about these game modes and about the upcoming characters within the game, because we'll dissect them a bit more going forward. And follow me on social media, link is in the description, and we talk about other comic book stuff on there. I'm really excited about Logan. Anyway, see you all later on and catch you on the flip side. Bye bye.